Get him! Oh, Shannon. He stop that! He wanted that, didn't he? Oh, did you see that? Oh.
It's quite exciting when you're casting blind at them.
Another longtail. We'll spear him back in the water and you can throw in there and catch another one. There we go, the toppers in there, the toppers. About 2 o'clock to the tail. Oh!
John? There you go, John.
Thank you.
Your first DP. Oh, that's a nice perch. If you want to catch a good perch, don't bring a net. Check that out. Happy with that. That is an estuary perch.
Today's exercise is to catch a feed of whiting on yabbies. Now we're out here on a sandbank with the yabby pump. I'll just give you a quick demonstration of how to use the thing. Whatever you call them, they're a great bait to catch big summer whiting on. Now we're going to catch some whiting on some little long shank hooks. We're going to try some little circle hooks and light line and some gutters. There's some sand gutters and we've got low tide now. You've got him.
Yeah, he's nice.
It's a good idea, these big whiting. You'll feel them pick on a yabby just to drop the rod tip. Feed them a bit of line so they can get that hook in their mouth.
Completely engulfed that plastic. Can't even see that. It's a 4-inch plastic. Always a good thing to change. You might think it's strong enough, but you just give a little bit of a tug on that and she pops. We're in about 3 or 4 metres of water, casting forward, letting that line drop down and see if I can... Oh, it's got some weight, guys. Good fish, guys. Good fish. Got to hit him up. Now just hoping to live up to my word. Hold tight.
Finally, we descended over Nuse Atoll, and the pilot flew a long, low path over the shallow sand and reef flats we would be spending the next week fishing.
The Nuse project is basically an employment program for people on the island. That's the main purpose of the whole Nuse project. The second thing is to guarantee the food stock for the people on the island, because there is no other work but cutting coconuts and making copra. So this whole project will probably touch probably 500 people out of 2,500 people if you really look at all the nitty-gritty.
Bonefish will be cruising the other way around on that side.
Right.
Good luck, gents.
Hey, that's what you get for not using wire on a big barracuda.
Got him. You got very good eyes.
They're hard to see on this flat.
There's a lot that make bonefish something really special and one of the great fly rod fish of the world. You find bonefish in this sort of beautiful environment. These are places we all love to go to. Mile upon mile of warm, shallow water is a pretty special playground for anyone. Then there's the fish. Sleek, powerful way beyond their size, elusive and nearly invisible. And through interpreters, we listened to the discussion with great interest. It was about nets, bonefish, and we, the visitors. They understand these visitors have the potential to provide income to the island without impacting their already limited resources.
A lot of people get embarrassed by throwing in and catching up to a tree or going just that half a centimetre too far and into the bank, but realistically it's where you need to be. It's obviously where the fish are, so sometimes it's a lot more, although it's very frustrating hooking up on a tree like that.
Oh, well done.
If you're not in there exactly like that.
You're in there with that one.
Yeah. Never point your rod directly at your lure. if I'm pointing that rod directly at that lure and that fish grabs it, the first thing he's going to do is go bang against the reel, and you could more often than not pull that lure straight out of his mouth. So always hold your rod out on a little bit of an angle. So what happens is when the fish grabs that lure, it gives that rod an opportunity to bend and to load up, and then you can sink the hook and you're on.